as much as I love that subject, I just felt like, I don't know, there's something that was just not fulfilling. It just didn't complete me. So anyway, I was transferred to one hospital. I had a slip disc, and then I was on an MC for a month because there was a nerve compression, the sciatic nerve, and it was just so painful. And there was like I just couldn't walk. There was a lot of limping. It was just so painful that I had to be on MC. So when I came back, I needed some more time to recover because the muscle function had to come back before I can actually start running around, carrying patients and all that. But instead of approving my 3 months light duty, my boss just told me, you know what, I think you don't really have a future here in anesthesia. It's probably time for you to leave. Now, I was very upset because I felt I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. And then where is that compassion when I needed it, right? But then now in hindsight, I'm looking back and I'm thinking like, probably that's the best thing that ever happened to me because I wasn't happy. I just didn't have the guts to leave. I was just too scared. I was just so afraid of really being honest with myself and saying that, maybe this is not what I wanted because all my life, ever since I was young, I just wanted to be a doctor. And now I am. And then it doesn't, reality didn't fit with my expectation. And I was just so scared to come to terms with it and say that, you know what, this may not be working out for me. That was the scariest part to come to terms with. So it was a lot easier for me to just blame someone for kicking me out. But I'm actually very glad to be kicked out because if not, I wouldn't have embarked on this journey to do something bigger. So yeah, so I went through from clinical medicine, I moved to IMR. So it's a medical research. And in that time when I was in IMR, I was actually very lost. I was very confused. I didn't know what to do with my life because every day now I'm coming to work and I'm looking at petri dishes and trying to propagate cells, and then cells are just dying, and I'm like, what on earth am I doing here? Where's my purpose now? Because before that I had a purpose to make sure someone didn't die on my call. That was my whole purpose. And then now, like, what is it, right? So I was going through a lot of turmoil. I was looking left, right, center. I was just looking for someone to help me, to guide me, to share things to me, to teach me something. I felt so alone. I felt so alone. I actually went to Google and I asked, like, Google, is there a doctor who has left clinical medicine? Who is this person that I can speak to? And that's how I stumbled upon Medic Footprints UK. So they were so kind to me. They talked to me. They tried to help me. But I feel that there was a local connection that there was no local context. That was just something missing in it. And I decided, okay, you know what? There's nobody here to really help me. I have to help myself. So I gave myself like a year to just try out everything and anything. And then I decided, okay, 1 year is a hard stop. If I didn't like what I'm doing, I will just go back to clinical. Because after all, I'm still in the government law. That I had that safety net, to be honest. That was a bit of an unfair advantage for me. So in that 1 year, it was really interesting because there were so many highs and lows. The lows was like I had an impending thyroid storm because I just didn't know what to do. I was under so much stress. It was like tremendous stress just finding my identity. And then I went through this whole process. I was thinking, okay, let me learn something new, because when I stepped out of clinical medicine, that's when I realized that I was 10 years behind all my peers. I didn't know finances. Whenever someone talks about finances, I just like shrink, because what if they know that I don't know anything, And then when I tried to operate Excel, I'm like, oh my God, what is this thing? I didn't even understand the software. There were like so many things that I felt that I was not equipped for. That's when I realized, like, wow, medical school did not equip me for the real world. Like, I was not compatible with life outside, everything that I learned. But I guess I was lucky because I found friends who were willing to share knowledge. Like, the more you talk to people, the more you find out that there are so many good people out there that are willing to teach and help you. So I found a friend, a mentor who told me to read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that totally changed my life. Like I was like completely changed by that. And after that, I started like trying new things with with a new set of eyes. And it seems like, wow, the world is so big out there. There's so many things that I can do. But then when I look back, I turn around and I see all my colleagues, my friends, who were going through the same thing that I was going through, and they were just stuck there and they didn't know what to do. And I'm like, hey guys, come here, because it's so much brighter out here. But nobody wants to listen to me because I am just one person. That's when it struck me like, okay, one person, I cannot change the world. One person, I cannot help much. I can probably help like 2 or 3 people. But there were all these things that I was not happy with. And that's when I decided, you know what, it's time for me to start something really meaningful and to do something, something bigger than myself. That's when I decided to like, hey, let me just start Medic Footprints here, see whether we had any traction. So for 1 year, we've been running. To be honest, it was a part-time thing, so it was a bit slow. And then, so let me just tell you what happened. I resigned. Like I resigned 2 weeks ago, and yeah, and that was being an employee in KKF was my first job, my only job, and my last job. And I completely resigned because I believe that Medic Footprints is what is needed here, and I'm focusing all my energy to really set this up. Take it off the ground. And I know that there are a lot of question marks in a lot of people's mind right now. They're like, oh, you quit your job. Where are you going to get money? So last year, during the lockdown, I had a lot of time. Probably not all of us, like those who are in the front line. I know it must have been very tiring for you guys. But those that are not, like people like me, I was helping out in the lab, the behind the scenes part. But I had time to think about what is it that I wanted, and I felt really stuck again. And I came across this thing called rapid transformational therapy. This thing really just blew my mind. It just helped me unstuck myself. It took me out of that little shell or whatever that was grounding me. So I decided, okay, I found this thing, and then I went for it. I went to study it, to learn, because I wanted to unstuck me and people around me. So yeah, I decided, okay, I'm just gonna take this plunge and take up this thing, rapid transformation therapy practitioner course. And oh my God, it's like so mind-blowing. It totally blew my mind. It helped me unstuck myself. It gave me all this courage to really just break free and take that leap of faith in myself. This is like quite a revolutionary therapy. So that's why Medic Footprints Malaysia, we are also providing this service. So you can check it out on our website. So after I did this and I went through the sessions, the therapy sessions, and I just broke free, and I feel so carefree and free. Like that really gave me the courage to just leap. And I know that I'm not going to be worried about money, because I understand what money is. I understand it's just energy, and I know that there are a lot of ways that I can make money. So yeah, that's the most eventful and exciting thing the last couple of days. So now Medic Footprints is like really official. We're here. We are built on this 4 pillars where we want to take care of doctors. We are here to improve the quality of lives of doctors. We're doing it through emotional well-being, through opportunities, through career advancement. And we want to be that voice that, because we're big enough, and when we have enough power, we can make the change, and change would be in policy level making. So that is our main objective and goal. So right now we're here and we're providing all the services to really help doctors here in Malaysia to improve their quality of life. So I hope you're signed up to our mailing list. It's at www.medicfootprints.org/Malaysia. You can find all the information there, even on RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy, is all on our website. There are a lot of job opportunities as well. There are some there are more to come. So I hope you guys sign up for our mailing list and join our membership. So yeah, that's all from me. I hope you all take something back from this session today.